I'm Mike Korth from Randolph, Nebraska. Farm corn, soybeans, and also have some livestock. I farm with a younger brother and a first cousin, and I've been doing it for 35 years. Well, there's a lot of countries across the world that either due to climate or location or actually population basis that they can't produce the food that they need. By us exporting soybeans to them, it helps them with their population and their starvation. Some of these places in Africa, they're just too dry of climate, and by the U.S. exporting beans to them, it helps them sustain a better standard of life as well. Currently in the U.S. we export, just a little over 50% of our production. Nebraska farmers are interested in seeing the Pacific Northwest grow in export area, as well as trying to get rail developed to ship our product over there, because it's a shorter route for the soybeans to go out of the Pacific Northwest to the Pacific Rim countries, China and India, Indonesia. So there's a substantial cost savings in freight when we can get it to the Pacific Northwest. As we export, we bring in money from other countries, which and then ends up all the way back here in Nebraska to buy our beans, which turns into an economic development for our local communities, like where I live. The U.S. soybeans have been a very consistent supply. Production has continually went up. Bushels per acre go up every year. We've always been the most consistent supplier of soybeans. Our quality is always very constant. But one of the things we always have to be aware of and nervous of is the grain embargoes. I can remember farming in the late 70s and 80s when we had some grain embargoes that went on. I don't believe grain embargoes is the way to do any political, force on another country. Food should travel freely so that everyone has an adequate supply to food. So as demand for soybeans grows up, so will our production. And to realize how much production has went up per acre in the U.S. is really nothing short of a miracle. We have increased production in our country immensely. And a lot of this is due to biotechnology, being able to control weeds better, and that gives us a big advantage on helping produce a bigger crop and a lower cost crop for all those importing countries. It's also very gratifying to know that the product that I'm growing not only helps feed the people of the U.S., but it's also helping feed people all across the globe as we export our product around the world.